Hey guys, Happy New Year to everybody. I have not seen everybody since last year. Ha ha ha. Anyway, hey Dennis, how you doing? Um, Hope we have a good crowd tonight. I was very busy, didn't get a chance to advertise the show, so I hope we got a few people here tonight. Again, it is 2024. Yep, Happy New Year, Dennis. We got a lot of things I guess that are about to happen. I've been very distracted over the last few weeks, it seems. Um, I'm gonna have a little bit more free time now. I'm working on a few things. Aaron, I don't know if you're here tonight, but if you are, I know you messaged me a couple days ago. I haven't answered you yet. Shame on me, but anyway, um, I'm gonna start making some posts. At first I was waiting to let WizKids make their post, which I still don't think they do. I need to reach out and see what's going on. Whiskey, yeah, I could use some whiskey. Um, anyway, we get. I need to get our posts out there, and we need to start having some events, start pushing some stuff. There's changes coming. I know you guys always hear about the changes here first. Changes to Silver Age. Um, I know that we need to get some HeroClix events out there. We have the one coming up in Florida, I think, in a few weeks. That's a modern age event, and I know a lot of people are going, "Hey, Aaron." Um, but anyway, I do need to start putting stuff out there. There's stuff that's relevant. For example, I don't mind telling you things right now. I'm going to be we're going to be deleting the points that everybody has earned in the past and starting anew. And we're going to have a new point system come up. And the Rock is going to be a little bit different this year. With we're adding a day in. Some of this you guys have heard already. Some that come every week. Some of it have not. But there's going to be different stages of the singles championship for Silver Age, where you have to qualify, where your points actually mean something. So just forewarning you guys, you need to start getting some events in. You don't have to have points to play in the Rock Cup. You either have to earn it prior or there. Um, we're hoping that people will start earning it there. We're a little over 5 months away, a little under 5 months away now, I think, or right at 5 months. So we need to get people need to start playing some. Now what I will do is, I said I'm going to cancel out points, but I'm going to actually go back and look. I think I will count anything that has happened. Maybe since the Cup last year or something. I don't know. I'm going to do something. There's been some stuff that's recent. There's been like in the last few weeks, last few months, and I think that I haven't applied those points yet because we haven't been using them. So maybe I'll back up and look at events. I don't want everybody to feel like they just played and it meant nothing. So there will be some points that I might put on there that from just previous tournaments, but for the most part, it's going to be wiped out and everybody's got to start all over again. I hope that encourages people to play and gets their venues to run events because they need the points to play in the Rock Cup. I mean, that's part of it. It's not that we're trying to make you play tournaments so much. We're trying to encourage play back in the stores, and we feel like if the tournaments mean something, that maybe we can get more people playing, and also that I think also that it's kind of, it adds a little bit of excitement to it, I guess. When you actually are playing. I don't care if you're playing in a small 4-man pod or if you're playing in a big tournament. When the points mean something, I mean, when you're playing and it means something, it just makes it more exciting. That's why some people gamble, by the way. They don't. It's not always about the money with gambling. Sometimes it's about it's this sense of excitement that people like. A lot of people that gamble, it's for the excitement, not really so much for the money. You have a lot of people that's already got money and will gamble, and it's not that. It's just the excitement. It makes it it makes it feel like it's more, and just you feel like you win something, lose something, and that's just what gambling is. A lot of people think it's just people gambling with their money, but it's not always about that. You can have lots of money and still gamble and not feel the same. Where you get in trouble is when you gamble when you ain't got no money. that causes a problem. So we finished up our Royal Flush. I've only gone once to Las Vegas. I got married there. I've been there. I think Las Vegas. I've been there 3 times. I think. First time was because I won a trip. And actually, I ended up having to stay there an extra day because the sandstorm closed down the airport. So that was kind of fun. But I've been there, and I like Las Vegas. There's other places, Dennis. When you go to, I mean, it's not Las Vegas by no means, but I mean, if you want to gamble. We could actually go when you come into Memphis next year. We could actually go down the day early and go down to Tunica, which is just outside of Mississippi, and they have casinos there. So, what do they have? What do they have? What is the deal with the casinos in Mexico, Dennis? Are they legal everywhere? Are they only legal in certain places? Are they not legal at all? I don't really know. I don't remember anything. I don't remember hearing anything about casinos when I've been to Mexico, but I'm sure there's somewhere in Mexico. Anyway, as I was saying, we just finished our 4 weeks, our 4 week, and our last one last night. But I am going to here probably this month do an all day deal. So, Aaron, I know that might be something you want to play in. What I'll do is I'll run 4 battle royals. Gambling it's complicated. Okay, everything in Mexico is complicated, Dennis. Anytime I ask about Mexico, there's never a simple answer. He always said, "Okay, give me a story," which is kind of cool, but it's not surprising. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Aaron, I might get with you here pretty soon to find out when a day might be available for you to come up and play for a Saturday. I know you're going to Florida. I think it's the last weekend of this month. I'm not sure, so I know that's not a good weekend. But anyway, we're going to do 4 battle royals. We'll do all 4 weeks at one time. And have all the prizing for all the events. I've got that, and I think that'd be fun. So I'm gonna do that one Saturday. Just do it after Florida. I'd really rather do it before Florida, while it's still kind of what's the date for Florida? What is the date? The exact. What's the weekend? Is it? Is it the last weekend of this month, or is it sooner than that? I don't remember. 2 weeks from now. Okay. So that's going to be okay. We would do it. We could do it the last weekend of this month, because you're talking about the 18th, 19th, and 20th, and we could do it like the 27th. I would think that would be fine if you can come down then. I don't know if you can or not, but that would be cool. Maybe get some of the Nashville guys and maybe some of the Birmingham guys to come up, but I'd like to do an all day tournament. We would charge $40, and but you're basically playing 4 battle royals, and you're getting new sealed product every round. So that would be kind of neat. So I'm gonna do that. I may even do one. I may have enough to do this. If not, I may at the Rock Cup. I may do something like this too. I may make a Royal Flush event at the Rock Cup. I think that would be kind of cool, where you play battle royals back to back, and we could also make those, if we do it early enough, we can make those where they count as points to get in the Rock Cup. So I think that's something that we can do. Anyway, back to where I was at. We finished, and I think the prizing in the set's pretty good. By the way, this Aaron, since you're here, how many points are the Pogs? I looked on. Well, I haven't looked recently, but I looked a few weeks ago, and you have the ace and the 10 and the jack and the queen and the king pogs. How many points are they? There's no point build on the bystanders. I'm thinking they might actually be 10, 11, 12. I don't know. How many points are they to play them? I mean, nothing brings them in. At first, I thought that maybe one of the figures actually brought them in or something. 10 points and king is 20. Okay. All of them are 10 and the king is 20. Okay. That's good to know. I meant to check on that. I guess I just didn't think about putting the points on the pogs. I guess they messed up. Maybe when they messed up with the directions, that was okay. I didn't. When I looked at it, I didn't see that, so I was curious. They're pretty good pogs. Why is the king 20? I looked at the king last night. I mean, he's not that it's bad, but I think that some of the 10-point figures are maybe better. I didn't think the king was like super duper good. Did I miss something? Yeah, I don't know how that seemed really weird, but I mean, I think I mean, I know it messes up point builds, but I think it would have been cooler had they been 10, 11. That 10 was 10, and the jack was 11, and yada yada. I think that will yeah, 10 will see play. Um, Also, I think maybe the best prize in the set was maybe the Ace Legacy card, which wasn't actually it was something that we could give out as we wanted to. But anyway, I've got plenty of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't. So 20 didn't seem like it was. It doesn't seem like he's 10. I don't think he's the best one. Number one, number two. I don't know why he would be double than the other ones. I don't see it. Doesn't work. I mean, the funny thing about that, I want you guys to think about this. The king is 20 points. He's only 10 less points than a Scott Porter figure. That's nuts. When you compare 10 more points, you can play Scott Porter. All right, so Dennis says, so nowadays gambling is permitted in Mexico. However, this is possible only after getting permission from the competent Mexican authority. The gambling business has not developed in full force. 5 points. I thought, yeah, you're right. 5 points less. I was thinking they're 30. You're right. They're 25. Yeah, for 5 more points, you can have a Scott Porter, or you can, if you want to save 5 points, you can run a king. That makes absolutely no sense. So, Dennis, what I'm gathering, if I was a business in Mexico, and I wanted to be a casino, then I would have to ask the Mexican authority, and I guess I'd have to prove some things that I can do or whatever, or I just grease the wheel and give them some money, and I become a casino or something down there. I'm surprised it hasn't developed in full force already. What happens usually in the United States, if you didn't know this, they usually, when they decide to put casinos up, they usually put them up in the poorest areas that they can. That's why the reservations in the United States typically will have casinos, because the Indians have control of the reservations and they can do what they want on the land, and they get outside of some of the laws. But they also have a poor economy, so they can able to take that money and open a casino there, and all the money it brings in money supposedly. And then when I would talk about Tunica, I mean, when you go to Las Vegas was a desert, had nothing there, so the land was cheap. So it ended up being an oasis with with hotels and entertainment and everything else. But initially, Las Vegas was just purely gambling, and then entertainment, and then it's more of a family place now, which is weird to say, but it's not. You'd actually go to Las Vegas and go to a casino and never gamble, and it's like almost a different version of Disneyland or something, with everything to do there. the places to eat and shows and everything else. But back to what I was saying, Tunica, which is just south of Memphis, the when they built it, and I'm not, it may or may not still be the case, but Mississippi has always been the poorest state in the United States economically, and Mississippi, when they built Tunica, that was true at that time, and Tunica County was the poorest county economically in the state of Mississippi. So Tunica and all the casinos were built in the poorest county in the poorest state in the United States. So I'm not saying that Mexico is all poor, but I do know that there's some economic poor areas in Mexico, and those typically are where casinos go. And if you can get, I mean, obviously, if you have advantages of if you have an area that's got a beach or got some other things to look at, and it kind of all works. It all then kind of fits together. So the king bystander, when it would be KO'd, you may instead KO another friendly bystander within range. It has charge, blaze cause fangs with 12 attack, and exploit. Maybe that's why it's 20 points. Yeah. So the only way that it's useful is to play other bystanders. So I guess that would apply to all bystanders. So if you got, something like Poison Ivy or a bunch of figures that produce bystanders, the king can kind of run amok. You just keep killing all the other bystanders, and he's just in your face. That, and silly as that sounds, that I don't know that he's still worth 20 points, but it does sound fun. Well, we're planning on doing something like that. Usually they have shows there too. I've seen a lot of shows. I did not say that, and I don't. So you were asking me how did the meeting or the conversation go that I had with WizKids and everything. I would tell you, I would say that I wasted my time and honestly in worrying with them, because I really got next to nothing out of it. I really think that I just think that I don't think anything's going. I don't think I did any. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't feel. With my conversation, I didn't feel like it was really a focus. Anything that I talked about was something that's ever going to happen. I just kind of put it out of my mind. But we need to go ahead and go forward ourselves, so that we can get the word out there. The HeroClix Championship at Adepticon. I actually don't know what you're talking about, Anthony. You're going to have to tell me about the HeroClix Championship at Adepticon. What HeroClix Championship at Adepticon? And I think I've kind of heard Adepticon, but I don't know where it is or what it is. Let me see if I can find something out. So my thoughts are very little. I need to be enlightened. People think I know everything all the time, and I do follow everything pretty well, but I'm very busy doing other things, and sometimes I don't hear everything. There was a time before I owned a store that I did. HeroClix comes to Adepticon 2024. I'm reading it now. Why is it protected? I'm trying to read it. Adepticon. There's some kind of protected article that I can't read. Oh, okay. Just came out today. Okay, it says, what are your thoughts? March 23rd, 24th, 2-day event. 30 modern 300 constructed Chicagoland era Chicago. So what's the championship? It doesn't sound like it's a hero. I mean, it's not a championship of what type? It sounds like it's just a tournament. It's a Adepticon championship. I have no. Okay, I'm looking now. Let's see what it says. Events, Open Gaming, Adepticon, March 24th, 25th. So all right. Open, so it's in Chicago, obviously. Uh, that's very, very soon. That's March. And so what is being run there? I still don't see any information of event. Looking for the information. It's so, and the event is titled Championship. Well, I don't think that it's a. I don't think that that means that it's a world championship, a national championship, a regional championship, or anything like that. I think what that would mean is it's a it's an event championship. It's just like you have a champion down in Florida. It's a championship down there. So did WizKids announce this, or how are we getting all this information? I'm not. Okay, it's just a. That doesn't sound very good at all, honestly. I mean, a 32 man, 300-point modern age event on Saturday with top eight on Sunday. Boo. That means it's very limited space. Um, if that's all that they got, and they're calling that a championship, I feel the same way. You know, WizKids is probably going to get mad at me if they hear this, but I feel like the national championship isn't a championship. Um, got a debate if I'm working on it. Well, I don't know if you're working on it or not. I mean, it's not something I'm going to. It's it's not the timing isn't right, so I don't think I'll be there in March. Also, that looks like a very limited space, and unless you sign up now, you're probably not going to get to play. Um, it's 30 a 30. I just don't. I don't get that. I don't know a 32 man. I don't. The Nationals to me are not Nationals. I just don't like. I hope that changes this year. But the last 2 years of Nationals having four pods of 16, having four tournaments of a 16 man pod, um, is by no means even close to what Nationals that we've had before anywhere. And I don't like it. I don't like the Nationals. I'm not intrigued. I am not very intrigued. I'm going to Gen Con because I don't feel like the events there, like the national event there, is worthy of a national championship. A national championship, I'm used to having almost a duplication of worlds where you have a lot of people playing for it, and it means something. As far as Adepticon goes, I think that's good for the people in Chicago, but I don't think it should. And I think the title should say Adepticon Championship. It shouldn't be. And I think that that's what you're getting. You're having an Adepticon Championship, and they have very little. They have very limited seating, so you're going to get. You're going to get. What do you say? That's a 32 man tournament there, and I think that there's a lot of people that will probably not be able to play, and I think that that's sad. It's also, and I don't know why you do a 32 man 300-point tournament on Saturday with a top eight on Sunday. I don't see the point of that. To me, that's a one-day tournament. So they must be closing up early on Saturday to make that work. But a 32-man tournament, what is that? 5 rounds of Swiss and a cut to top eight. You're talking 8 hours of play. Why wouldn't you do that in one day? It's like they're making you, they're forcing you to stay Saturday and Sunday, I guess, to help attendance or whatever. So not really. I'm not really. That's not really. That's not. I'm glad that HeroClix is there, but that for me as a player, that's not very attractive. That's what I would say. How do you guys feel? Do you? I mean, if you're in Chicago, cool. If I was in Chicago, I'd play in it. I'd go ahead and sign up on it, and I would do that. I wouldn't. I don't have to get a hotel room. I go and I play, and I come back the next day. That doesn't bother me. But if I'm not really. I don't know that I don't want. I'm not really wanting to travel to Chicago from here to go play in it. Yeah, they have 2024 con exclusives for prizing. That is appealing, but again, yeah, I'm excited them doing another convention, but I'm just not really big tabletop convention, and just I'm not really. Maybe they're just filling it out this first year. I don't know. That's where I hear Adepticon for, and it is. That's right. All the guy I knew that was now. Now I don't remember what Adepticon is because everybody from here, all the Warhammer players are always going to Adepticon. So it's big. It's big Warhammer. And I guess they're trying to throw in a little bit of HeroClix, but it doesn't. It's not appealing to me. That's all I will say. I'm not. It's not attractive to me. Yeah, that would make sense. If I was 1 hour away, I would go. But it's a lot longer than that for me, and it's not that appealing. I just think it's weird. Why would you do 32 and then a cut? It's either time or they're just, I don't know. I mean, we do something like that sometimes. We'll cut to the next day, but it's usually because of I don't know. I'm just it's very confusing. I just think it's a 1 day tournament. In fact, we've run much larger tournaments than that in a day. I don't know. It just seems kind of I don't know. And yeah, I would go. I don't even know if I was in Chicago. I don't even know if I would play in that tournament. I might or might not, but I would definitely go to play Battle Royals. I would go for that. I think that's cool. I'd like to go play in Battle Royals and some of that stuff and be able to buy things. But I don't. But the 32-man tournament isn't overly appealing to me. Although, again, if I live there, I'd probably play it. I don't know. Yeah, I do too, Dennis. I wish you could make every major tournament, but major tournaments are few right now. So I'm not gonna, I'm critiquing it, but I am happy that they are doing something else. I don't know that Adepticon was the place to do it, but I really we need to get back to having major events at venues. It's great that we got them at conventions and everything, but we need to get something more WKO-like. I don't think WKOs, from what I'm understanding, you're not going to see them again. But I understand there's supposed to be some kind of replacement for them, but I don't know what they're going to be. I know that I've been asked to run something, and I told them what I needed. So I'm going to sometime this year. It could. I don't think it's. I do think that WizKids is going to be at Origins this year. I don't think that I'm going to be unless I'm playing. Rock is planning. When I say Rock, I planned on running something. Let me rephrase this. HeroClix will be at Origins this year. Okay, with a 90% probability that it will be run by WizKids and a 10% probability that Rock will be running it. I guess that's the way to put it. 3 booster sealed Deadpool draft. I would play that. And again, I'd love to do that, but I don't think I'm going to drive up there to do it. Why? You want to go, Aaron? You want me and you to go? Is that what you're trying to hint at? Me and you go play? Dennis, you can fly to Alabama. If you fly to Alabama and drive with me to Chicago, I'll go to Chicago and play. Well, I love drafts, period. I love sealed events. I will. That's my favorite format. I did a Lorcana draft the other day. First Lorcana draft I did last Saturday, and that was a lot of fun. And I haven't been playing Lorcana a whole lot. I did okay. I won my first match, and then I beat a guy that had a really, really good thing, and then he beat me 2 times. And my last match determined whether I made the cut, and I ended up losing to the guy that won the whole thing. He had a really nasty team, but I gave him a run for the money. It was close, and And there was things that I have not been playing, and there was things that I saw that I really wasn't aware of, and so I got schooled. A lot of you that's what I will tell you guys about playing HeroClix. A lot of people won't go play in major tournaments. Um, yeah, I know what you got going on. But anyway, a lot of people they're afraid that they're not good enough to play in major events, and I don't know what it is, but when I've been outclassed or I went to major events, especially when I first started playing, it's a learning experience because you see things that you didn't think about, and you start. And I saw different styles of play when I was playing Lorcana, and I saw different things that I didn't know what they did because I haven't been playing, and I learned a lot. So then I will the next time that I play, when I'm doing a draft, I'm going to pick a little bit differently and build a little bit differently. I had a strategy of building my decks on the draft that wasn't bad, but I didn't know what some other things did. So HeroClix is the same way. You guys don't be afraid of playing, whether it be a draft or whether it be modern age. If you're new or if you're a little worried, doesn't matter. Just go there to learn. Maybe you do good, maybe you don't, but you should learn. It should be a stepping stone to the next event, and a lot of people just can't get past that. And that's what I've always used. I've always, when I've done bad, I went ahead and played all the rounds. A lot of people will drop. I usually don't drop. The reason I don't drop is because I get to run whatever I'm running a little bit and figure it out a little bit better. And I also have the opportunity. To learn and see what other people are doing. And if you're wanting to continue playing in the game, any game, and we know we're talking about HeroClix, but if you want to continue playing in the game, that's very helpful. Even losing bad, is not always a bad thing. If you take it that way. I'm not, I'm a good sport outwardly, but I'm not necessarily a good sport inwardly. And because I like to win and I hate losing, but I'm not an asshole about it. But inside, I want to win. So sometimes when I'm playing competitively, anyways, I'm like that. So I'm always trying to win, and but you have to lose to win, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, so let's get this thing underway. We'll start off with the bounty. We have brand new bounties this week. First auction of 2024. We throw in a legacy card. That's going to be the first brick. I'm going to go ahead and do the prizing first. We'll throw in a pair of rock dice. Let's reach over here. We'll throw in a red shift. Legacy card. I got a tarot card over here. We'll throw in the Empress. I got a team up card over here. We'll throw in an Invisible Woman. We'll throw in an Aries. Con LE. Let's throw in a Mr. Fantastic OP. I grabbed him because he was on top and I didn't have to look too hard for him. Let's throw in, if I find this card, I already see the one I want to do. There he is. We'll throw in an Angel from Xavier. and we'll throw in a Captain Avalon. So why I'm thinking about it, Lucky Dice Cafe on eBay has been on vacation, and it's because I'm doing some changing. I will actually be shutting down Lucky Dice Cafe on eBay, and I'm reopening a brand. I'm opening up another eBay that I have possession of, and we'll be transferring everything from Lucky Dice Cafe on eBay to Lucky Dice Games on eBay. And we're doing that for several reasons. Part of branding, really looking at using Lucky Dice Games more, at least online. And also there's some things that I there were some things that got ruined on Lucky Dice Cafe that I fixed. So we're kind of starting anew. So we'll be Lucky Dice Games. So you'll be seeing future announcements about Lucky Dice Games and not Lucky Dice Cafe. I'm hoping to have that up and running by the weekend, just in case anybody was wondering, because I know I do have followers there. We will message all my followers and let you guys know where to follow, that's at. And so if you're wondering what's going on with that, that's why, and that's happening in the next day or two. I already got the other account going. When I get done here, I'm actually going to work on that and getting some things set up, and then starting to transfer everything over today, tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be done by tomorrow night and Saturday morning. Either Friday night or Saturday morning, Lucky Dice Games will be up and running. Aaron, where are you driving from? Are you in Nashville? All right. Let's mix these bad boys up a little bit. Aaron may have left us. I don't know. I think he did. I think he was saying that he had to leave to drive home, but I'm not sure. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, I haven't had a chance to follow it, but I got a note from Mark Adler that we didn't send one of his maps, and I'm already on that. I think, J-Dub, are you here? J-Dub, if you are, will you? Hey, Mark, you just popped up, and I was just talking about you. J-Dub, are you here? If you are, speak up, please. I think what we did, my guy. My shipping manager shipped out everything last week, and he didn't open up the boosters and didn't realize that I had notes in all the boosters. He just literally took the boosters the way they are and put them in boxes rather than taking things out of the boosters. So he didn't see that I had notes on inside there telling what went where. And I think he thought that all the maps that were there were part of the bounty. And I think J-Dub has got all the reason I'm asking if he's there. I think he got all the maps. I don't remember how many more maps they are, but anyway, I've got to get a hold of him to verify that. But I believe all the maps that you guys won outside of the bounty were shipped out to him. So I'll get that fixed, and I apologize for that. He should have opened. I didn't imagine that he would not open up anything. Did he? Yeah, he shipped it today. I know that for sure. But I always open the boosters up. I don't ship them in the boxes. I don't like doing that. So he just, for simplicity's sake, I guess he just put them. He just put them in boxes and left them in the boosters. But I didn't want him to do that. And anyway, assumptions are the mother of all either. I assumed that he would open the boosters up. He assumed that everything was in the boosters already. So anyhow, but we'll get it all fixed. All right, we need to pick a bounty before I do this. All right, so I need a bounty figure. We are doing streets, and Wheels of Vengeance. I need the first 2 dominations for a super rare. So hit it, guys. Tell me what you want. Do I get to pick? You guys don't pick, I pick. Phantom Rider. All right, we got it. That's the first one. I need somebody to second that, or I need somebody to tell me something else. Brother Voodoo. All right, I've got 3 nominations. I got Phantom Rider, Blade. I got 4 nominations, 4 different figures. Dennis, you can't nominate 2 different ones. Dang it, you gotta only go with your first. So I'm going back to we got 3. I need another nomination on Phantom Rider, Chthon, or Brother Voodoo, or something else. If somebody doesn't, I don't know how many people we got live in the stream right now. I know most people have left. Oh, there we go. Chthon, there we go. We got 2 Chthons. That's what we're looking for. All right. And we're off. Booster number 1. We have a Yeti common, a Blade common, Nightmare uncommon, and a Moon Knight rare. That would be number 1. I like it when I actually have the case boxes and I can just lay them right back in the case the way they came. When I do these, sometimes I don't have the cases. Sometimes I just bring the bricks in. I really like it when I have the cases. All right, so booster number 2. We have Motorcycle uncommon, Death Rider rare, Elsa Bloodstone uncommon, and a Vampire common. By the way, I think that next week, I think I'm going to do 2. I think I'm going to do a Streets, and I think I'm going to do a Notorious also. We're getting close to the other set release, and we've been doing nothing but Streets for the most part for a while. So I thought it would be good to maybe mix the last 2 sets up again to break up the monotony. Plus, I think there's a lot of people looking for things in Notorious now because a lot of that stuff has hit the meta. So I thought we would do 1 brick of each next week just to mix it up a little bit. Another orb. This is the most common broke figure in this set, as everybody knows. So you'll have to glue him back on there. So in this one, this is booster number 3. We got a Werewolf common, an Orb rare, a Blackout uncommon, and a Ghost Rider common. All right, so we got all the money pieces still left. All right, booster number 4. Yeah, I did, Dennis, when you wasn't looking. They are definitely randomized. All right, booster number 4. We're still looking for that big piece. Have not pulled a super rare yet. Have not pulled a chase. Have not pulled a prime. Have not pulled a bounty. Fire Demon, common. Orb, rare. Ghost Rider, common. And a Dracula, rare. I really like playing Dracula. Every Dracula that's been made I've liked playing. I like the one from Fear Itself, and I like the one from Spider-Man. I always enjoyed playing those guys. Alright, booster number 5. Uh-oh. Who has booster number 5? Who has booster number 5? Who has it? Come on. Who has 5? 555. Who has 5? Come on. All right, Andrew. Congratulations, sir. You have a Fire Demon common. You have a Hell Cycle uncommon. You have a Night Nurse common. And you got the Bounty Figure Chthon right off the bat. So we will look at what all the cool stuff that you got, that you won. That wasn't very drug out very far, was it? I've noticed on wheels that it seems to me like we hit our bounties easier with wheels than we did on the other sets. I don't know if that's because, I don't know, it seems like it'd be the other way around, that you have 5 figures in the other set, so you think you'd get a better opportunity to hit the bounty. I don't know, but it just seems like we have. Alright, so to reiterate what you got a pair of rock dice. You got a Mr. Fantastic. Was that Chaos Wars? Let me just get the card. You got a Mr. Fantastic out of Chaos Wars, OP figure, OP prize. You got Invisible Woman, team up card. You got the Empress Legacy card. You got an Ares convention exclusive. You got a Red Shift Legacy card, and you got an Angel super rare card. You also got a Captain Avalon. We'll put all this right here. You got a Captain Avalon, and you have a Legacy card that I already know you want me to open. Man thing for the next one. What's going on, Jay? Let's see what Andrew's Legacy card is. What? You got a hammer. Hammer's your Legacy card. Alrighty. We'll put that there. And congratulations. The first bounty of the night hit. Now we still have, that was our first super rare. So we got at least 2 more super rares. We have not pulled a chase yet. So there's still goodness left. We're only halfway through. I already knew you were going to say that, Andrew. I've asked you that before. Sorry, I knew your answer. All right, number 6. These last boosters are going to be pretty good here, I think. We have a Moon Knight rare, a Yeti common, a Sasquatch rare, and a Howard the Duck common. So, how many of you guys have been playing the Royal Flush, and have y'all? We tried to use Notorious, and we used Batman team up one time. We tried to stick with DC to kind of keep it in theme, but we did play with Spirit once or twice on the on our Battle Royals. But we tried to keep it DC. Just didn't always work out that way, but I think it was better. I like playing the DC better anyways. It's got 5 figures. I mean, it's not terrible to play a Battle Royal with Wheels of Vengeance, but it's nicer to have more figures, I think, to play with. Okay, all right. Somebody's going to be happy here. Who has number 7? Who's got 7? Anybody? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start. And booster number 7 has got Frenchie common, Werewolf common. Oh, yep, and Electra rare, and you got a Lilith prime, super rare prime. It's a good pull. J Major got it. Cool. You got a Jay. You got a Lilith super rare prime. Not an easy thing to pull. Super rare primes, I think, are really the same, maybe more so rarity than a chase. They're at least equal to a chase. All right, now we're going to booster number 8. Still looking for a chase. Still got super rares left. So we have Frenchie again, common. Simon Garth, uncommon. Rawhide Kid, rare. And Robbie Ray's, common. I tell you what's wrong with Rawhide Kid. I think I kind of like what he does, but his power, where super senses and he can turn and if he rolls for super senses after resolution, deal the attacker damage equal to Rawhide Kid's printed damage value. That's cool, but it's also very outwittable. All you do is outwit super senses, and he can't do it. I wished that power was that he had a little thing on there that says that power cannot be outwitted. It's protected outwit, and I think he would have been much more fun to play and a much better figure. And I still don't think he would be worth more than 50 points because he can still get hit and die pretty easily, but that super senses, at least that would give him a little bit more oomph, and I think it'd make him a little bit better. But he's just, even in a battle royal, most time there's figures in this set that's got outwit. You just outwit his super senses, and you just obliterate him. It's just a shame because I like what he does. All right, somebody's gonna be happy here. Who has 9? Antiquities Warehouse. Where did that come from? Wished Aaron was still here. Where did we produce the Antiquities Warehouse? How was it produced? Was it a monthly map? Was it a prize map? I'm not really remembering it off the top of my head. Was it? All right. So who has booster number 9? States. Again, it was supposed to be, yes, it was supposed to become, I already had a talk with WizKids, and I was promised that would be that would be legal. In fact, it should have already been legal. I had a talk, this is how long ago it was, at Worlds about it, and I was told that they would make it, so I'm going to have to go back and refresh his memory on that. All right, J Major's racking up. So Jay, if you're there, I'm telling you what you got. You got a Robbie Ray's common, and it's been a Man-Wolf uncommon, a Zombie common, and you have the chase. You have a Namor chase. So congrats on that. No, that's actually a pretty good map. They didn't like it so much because it was too balanced and too symmetrical, and they don't like maps. It's really they went opposite on us. It used to be they wanted all maps to have symmetry. Now they don't want to have maps to have symmetry because of the terrain and everything. So now we're more focused on making maps that do not have symmetry. But that was the reason initially why they approved the map, but they also frowned at the map. And anyway, yes, it will be legal. All right, last booster in the first brick. We got Robbie Ray's uncommon, Hell Cycle uncommon, that's good, Mummy common, and a Zarathos rare. And that is the end of the first brick. I will get that fixed. I will remind WizKids to add that on. Regardless of whether they are legal WizKids wise, they are definitely legal rock wise, but they are supposed to be legal WizKids wise also, and I will take care of that. All right, legacy card. Open it up. Not opening it up. Throwing that in for the prizing. Then let's throw in a Doctor Doom legacy. Let's throw in some more dice. This time we'll throw in some lucky dice. That's interesting. I can actually make lucky dice games dice also if I wanted to now. Alright, so Lucky Dice Cafe dice. Let's throw in another. We'll throw in a Orion. We'll throw in. Let's see if I can find that guy. It looks like a good piece. Something on the top. I was afraid I did that. I think you go there. Alright, what do I see here? Got these mixed up a little bit. Visible Boy. Come on, where are you, these cards? I wonder if these go to the ones down there. I think so. That's why I can't find nothing. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense. Alright, we'll do a Medusa. Medusa super rare. Then we'll do a Challenger. Super rare. Then let's reach over in here and we'll do a Famine team up card. We'll do a Spider-Man, Fast Forces Spider-Man team up card, and I think that'll get us going. All right, we got to pick another bounty. Ah, you caught up with us, Jay. Yeah, you did real good. All right, so what's the bounty going to be this time, guys? I think Jay nominated one, a Swamp Thing. So we got a Swamp Thing so far. Yeah, you got the Chase, and you got I think you may have got the Prime too, but I know you got the Chase. You got a Namor. So what's the bounty going to be, guys? Jay, I think he was nominating one for the second one, and he said Swamp Thing. So I got a Swamp Thing, or a Man Thing rather. What am I saying? We got a Man Thing. Blade. So we got a Man Thing and we got a Blade. What else? Or go with something already nominated. Need either a second nomination or I need a new nomination. Right now we got Blade and we got Man Thing. All right, Man Thing it is. And so we are doing Man Thing. number 11. We'll go right over here. Number 11. Number 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18, 19, 20. Here we go. Number 11. We are looking for a man thing. All right. We got a vampire common, a Nucanto uncommon, Howard the Duck common, and Dennis, we have a super rare blade. All right, number 12. All right, number 12. Oh, get back up there. Man, you talk about the battle royal last night, the last battle royal we did. You talk about stuff stacked on the field. My gosh, I had a Superman chase and a Frank the Plant, and I had a Golden Glider. But then on the board also was Black Adam. I mean, the whole, man, there was just so much stuff on the board. Sasquatch, rare. Iron Fist, rare. Motorcycle, uncommon. Night Nurse, common. But there were so many powerful figures. There was just stuff dying just constantly on the board. Oh, and one guy had Deadshot. It was just, man, there was some stuff out there. Rude Live is lagging. The YouTube is lagging. I don't know why. I tell you what I'm gonna do, because I know that I'm gonna close down Oxit. Nobody's in there but me. I'm just gonna close it down because it takes up a lot of, because I use BlueStacks with it. It takes up a lot of memory, so that may help the lagging. Just getting out of there. All right, where we at? I did the wrong one. I skipped. All right, we're gonna go this back right. That's 14. Let's go to 13. Did the lagging get a little bit? I mean, is the lagging not quite as bad now with me turning that off? Very curious. Okay, who has booster 13? I can tell you right now that the number 13 is not unlucky tonight. It is lucky. Who has 13? Is it you, J Major? Are you winning everything tonight? 13, guys. Who's got 13? Guess I have to account for the lag. 13. Is Mystery Dude. All right, Mystery Dude. Mark has got it. All right, Mark, you have a Nightmare uncommon, a Mummy common, you have a Fire Demon common, and you have a Ghost Surfer chase. Congrats. All right, booster 14. I had already opened. I got out of order. We have a Yeti common, a zombie common, a blackout uncommon, and a Ghost Rider rare. Go to booster 15. You have a Robbie Reyes common, a Damon Hellstrom rare, a Werewolf by Night uncommon, and a motorcycle uncommon. It's real interesting in pulling the cycles in a battle royal because you have to put them on something, and because there's only 4 figures and it's one of the 4, you end up having only 3 figures on the board. Makes it a little, I think that makes it a little tougher, maybe. Alright, so now we go up to booster number 16. We're looking for some super rares, and we're looking for primes, and we're looking for the bounty. So we're looking for a man thing. Alright, so we got a Hand Ninja uncommon. We have a Blackheart rare. We have a Yeti common and a Werewolf common. Not bad. Booster 17. Almost there, guys. We do have a super rare in here. We have a Ghost Rider uncommon, a Ghost Rider common, a Blade common, and we have a Brother Voodoo super rare. That could have been a little sweeter with a Brother Voodoo prime. Number 18. 3 left. We have a Mummy common, a Fire Demon common, Dracula rare, Electra rare, and that would be it. 2 left. We are looking for a man thing. J Major says, give me a man thing. How about that? Who has Booster 19? Speak up, please. Booster 19. Who has Booster 19? I hope I'm still streaming. Nobody's talking. Looking for Booster 19. Who has Booster 19? J Major has Booster 19. That is funny. You have Frenchie common, a Ghost Rider uncommon, Howard the Duck common, and a super rare man thing. Jay called his own booster. Good job, J Major. J Major's starting to turn a little psychic on us. What are we going to do with the world? All right, so we're going to take these. You want a Orion, brother. I'm sorry. You want a Feynman. You want a Challenger, a Medusa, a pair of Lucky Dice, a Spider-Man team-up card, and a Doctor Doom Legacy card. I need to mark that booster too. Bounty. Alright. Now we go to number 20. This is the last one of the night. After, well, we got to open up his legacy card. Let's see what Jay got. I think Jay comes and goes on here. He misses everything. Well, wow, same thing. We got the same legacy card in the same case. Both bricks have hammer, so you got a hammer. Bag these up. I'll just leave these in there for right now. We got one more booster to open, and then we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go up and work on eBay. And let's see what happens. Booster 20. There we go. Booster number 20. We got Robbie Ray's common, Robbie Ray's uncommon, Moon Knight rare, and Blade common. So that will end it for tonight. Hope everybody won something really good. Hope everybody had fun. I always have fun when I do this. We will do this again next Thursday. I'm planning on right now doing a split auction. I will do Notorious and I will do Wills. I'll do one of each to break up the monotony. Plus, I think that what I'm hearing is people are looking for Notorious really hard right now. So we will, because people are now seeing it in the meta and they're needing pieces out of there. So next week, be looking for the auction, 2 different bricks, and I will see you guys next week if I don't see you sooner. You guys have a good weekend, have a good night, all that good stuff. Dennis, I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, you like that split? Yeah, that's going to be fun. So anyway, guys, everybody have a good night, and I'm out of here.